Welcome to the jewelry making studio at Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. I'm Joel Peterson, and today we're going to talk about the versatility of the Rotary tool. The exciting thing about this set is it comes with a variety of bits that are going to help you started on your project, no matter what you're working on. You have some ceramic bits. We have a variety of sizes for your drill bits. Diamond tip bits. A brush, two different mandrels for mounting your sanding discs or your polishing discs. Speaking of polishing discs, here we are. Your sanding, and these are for cutting. These are your cutting discs. And importantly, you have a variety of sizes of your colettes, and we'll show how you add an accessory to these. These are used inside the Rotary tool to hold the variety of accessories. Speaking of accessories, we still continue on with more. We have the flex shaft. And this flex shaft also has a hanging tool that's going to hang our Rotary tool while we demonstrate this later on for you. And this is a great product that I'm going to show. So how do we add an accessory to the Rotary tool? Well, let's take a look together at that. You'll notice up here by the front you have a locking pin. This locking pin you're going to press down with your thumb, and what that's doing is stopping the shaft from rotating as you're going to unscrew the main chuck. Main chuck's out, and there's our collet. Now this collet, as we said, there's a variety of sizes. We're going to pick the right one out for our accessory that we want to use. In this particular case, I'm going to use a drill. Let's see if I got lucky and got the right size. Absolutely, it slides in, but it's not too loose. This is the right bit, collet. Slip it back in to the collar, and then you add your main chuck. Once again, holding this down, because you could sit here and spin all day, but it's not going to do anything for you. So we've added our drill bit. Once again, holding this down. We use our wrench to give it the last little bite. And there we are. We have our accessory and we're ready to go. But before we power this thing on, let's go over a little where the power is. We have the button for the power right here, located in the back. And we have the variable speed adjustment right here. And I'll show you how that works in a moment. But before we power this on, let's make sure we don our safety glasses, and here we go. And that was 30,000 RPMs. So, how do we take it out when we're ready to go on to the next part of our project? Well, you just work it backwards. Hold down on your pin, locking pin again. Break that first seal with your wrench. Unscrew enough, and it's loosened up. And now you're ready to move on to the next part of your project. So certainly you can use the Rotary tool as it is, but let's introduce the flex shaft. So you need to prepare your Rotary tool for the flex shaft. Once again, just like it's an accessory, you're going to press down on your locking pin, unscrew your main chuck, expose your collet. And we're going to take it a step further, and we're going to remove this collar here on the front. And you're going to expose some threads. That's what we use to thread on the flex shaft. With that being done, you want to match up your collet to the end of the flex shaft. You'll notice at the end with the metal, there's a square protrusion coming out. This is a shaft that's going to spin. You want to match that up to the right size collet. Yep, I got the right size, so we're ready to go there. All right, and now, using the end, you can feel free to pull it out a little bit. You just insert it in there like another accessory. Hand tighten down. Using your wrench, give it that final little bite. You're almost there. So now we'll just move this up and screw it in hand tight. And notice your cable will probably need to rotate a little bit to get the kinks out as you tighten it up. There, you're ready to roll. So whenever using the flex shaft, we want to make sure that you're hanging your rotary tool. This is really important so it's not bouncing around, collecting dust and knocking things over on your table. So we'll hang it on our hanging device here. There you are. Now you're left with this piece of your flexible shaft. This is really the nice part about this item, is that you can use it just like a pin, give you extra control and a little detail on what you're working on. And it's really nice, takes away some of the vibrations that you might feel from the rotary. So let me show you how to add an accessory to this. Just in the case of the locking pin, we're going to use this collar to lock our shaft into place to stop spinning. Don't worry if you can't quite get it down the first one. If you hold it down, you can move it a little bit, and then it should lock into place. All right, and here you expose a collet, just like you would on the main rotary tool. Let's find an item that we want to add, an accessory. We're going to use the diamond bit in this case. Does it fit? Hey, I got the right match. If I didn't, I'd look through my set of collets to find the right match. In this particular case, we're ready to roll. Once again, holding down on the locking collar, you'll insert that in there. Just hand tight, get your main chuck in there, and insert your accessory. The final touch, tighten her down. You don't have to give it too much. And let that pop back into place. And this is ready to spin freely and you're ready to work on your project. And now that you know how to set up your flex shaft, let's demonstrate how you can detail some of your projects using it. So what I have here is a wood disc, and I'm going to detail that. But first, I'm going to don my safety gear. We're going to create a little dust here. So let's add our face mask and our protective eyewear. In this case, I'm using a ceramic tool to give it a little bit of a divot. And see how easy that was? You can find this ceramic bit in our Rotary Tool Kit, along with many other Rotary Tool accessories at firemountaingems.com.